Namaskar and a very good morning. Welcome to the audio cast from Kotak Securities. I'm your host and guide Anindya Bannerjee. आज एशियन equity markets में हल्का सा गिरावट है because of the Chinese data. Chinese PMI came in much weaker than expected, जिससे कारण ये एक risk off sentiment है, but nothing significant. दूसरी तरफ डॉलर इंडेक्स इज स्लाइटली वीकर टेकिंग क्यूज फ्रॉम द यूएस बॉन्ड मार्केट क्योंकि यूएस 10-year एंड अबव यील्ड्स आर फॉलिंग एंड एट द सेम टाइम यूएस यील्ड कर्व जो है वो इन्वर्ट करते जा रहा है. इन्वर्ट मीन्स द शॉर्ट टर्म यील्ड्स, लेट्स कंपेयर 2-year yields to 10-year yields. 2-year yields is around 2.9 और जो 10-year yields है वो है 2.66%. So this is an inverted yield curve because the 10-year is lower than the 2 years, and this indicates a slower growth in the future. So it basically means the bond market is saying that the US economy will slow down dramatically, and that will compel the Fed to cut rates in the future. In the past, such inverted yield curve has coincided with recession, but as of now, considering the high inflation and everything, we should consider this as an indication that the market is saying that the US economy will slow down dramatically. So that's not a good news for the world economy, right? So that is slightly positive for dollar, but at the same time, the fall in the long-term yields is negative for the dollar. Oil prices are not a factor. 102-103 के बीच है Brent, so that should not be an issue. Dollar index, as I said, is slightly weaker. So all in all, अगर dollar rupee का cues देखे from the global market, it's mixed. So the question is, what will continue to drive the USDINR? We think it is primarily the long liquidation or the position adjustment which should be the driving force in USDINR. क्योंकि ये देखा गया in the past कि जब भी एक बड़ा रैली होता है अपसाइड में, उसके बाद जब ये रिवर्सल आता है, whether it's a temporary reversal or a more medium term reversal, at least 1-2 हफ्ता वो कंटिन्यू रहता है. Generally, it has been the case in the past. That doesn't mean it has to do the same thing this time. It is, those corrections have lasted anywhere between 1 to 2 weeks, even as long as 4 to 6 weeks. तो फर्स्ट फेज ऑफ द करेक्शन जो होता है वो बहुत ही शार्प हुआ है बिकॉज ऑफ लॉन्ग लिक्विडेशंस. और जनरली जो बॉटम होता है दैट इज मोर ऑफ अ चॉपी बॉटम, विच मीन्स अप एंड डाउन करके बॉटम फॉर्मेशन होता है ओवर कपल ऑफ वीक्स. And that's the time when option selling becomes very lucrative because एक तो prices are lower और जिसके कारण implied volatility stays low, और दूसरा of course it's in a range, though it's a choppy move up and down, the range is wide but still a range. इसके लिए option selling becomes quite lucrative. But जब वो liquidation चल रहा है, the first phase, the drop can be sharper. But एक factor which we have to watch, actually a couple of factors which we have to watch. First is RBI intervention, which means now RBI can step in on the buying side. Now what level the RBI will step in on the buying side to recoup the lost reserves, that we don't know, but we will keep a very close eye. Whether they step in below 79 on spot is something we have to watch very closely. So keep an eye on that kind of a price action. Dusra is that, of course, the global markets, because Indian rupee cannot move in isolation. Indian rupee did well last week. It was one of the strongest currencies in the world, but that cannot continue for long. Even though oil prices are not flaring up, but it's not also collapsing below 100. So इसके लिए Indian rupee will be in line performer with the world currencies. So global markets is critically important. अगर global markets में, equity markets में rally है, dollar continues to fall, US bond yields continues to fall, then of course Indian rupee will get a major push to appreciate. But if global markets turn bad and dollar begins to appreciate, then things can change pretty quickly. Ye hafta the most important economic event to watch for the rupee, bonds and equities. I'm talking about India. It is the RBI's monetary policy or rate decision, which will be on Friday. So that will be an important event to watch. And of course, the US jobs data will be another important event to watch this week. So my suggestion would be that you approach the USDINR market on a day-to-day basis, क्योंकि यहाँ पे ये दो जो factors है, RBI intervention. Now, RBI intervention generally is not going to have a V-shaped impact on the USDINR, but global markets can have. So इसके लिए these especially the global market factor we have to watch on a day-to-day basis, and that's what we have seen that अगर एक दिन risk on है मतलब equity markets are rising, dollar is falling, दूसरा दिन the whole trend changes. So इसके लिए we cannot take a very longer view of things. We have to approach markets on a day-to-day basis. Now, as far as price levels are concerned, 79 say 79.15 के बीच on the August 26th futures is a major support zone. क्योंकि 79 strike में put options are being written, so it will also offer an extra layer of support. So we'll like to cover our shorts into that zone. And 79.60 says 70 ke beach is the resistance. So any move closer to that is an opportunity to enter fresh shorts. But again, take just 1 to 2 days view. Don't take a much longer view because you have to be super flexible here because global markets are a major impactful factor for USDINR. Or option selling ke liye, as we said, that we need to see the market give an indication of a bottom, then we can form a view on the range, or uske hisab se we will like to enter shorts on the straddles or strangles. We will intimate you through our Telegram channel. In case you are not on our Telegram channel, definitely become a part of this because this is a thriving community of FX traders in India, and it's growing rapidly. And we provide intraday lot of insights, trading views, trading calls, and ways to trade. We hold live Telegram chats, etc. So it's very important that you become a part of this particular channel. It's very easy to find our channel on Telegram. Just type Currency Corner @Kotak Securities. You will find a red emblem, that's Kotak Securities emblem, and that's our channel. It has close to 16,000 subscribers. So we welcome you in that channel in case you are not, and in case you are, we continue to appreciate your presence there. On the cross currency, Euro INR, GBP INR may continue to have some lift, but agar USD INR continues to fall, तो उसका impact or upside move will be quite limited. ये हफ्ता GBP के लिए important है because Bank of England takes the stage, or expectation is for them to hike for 50 basis points. But that's something we will be discussing in the coming days because the meeting is not today. So therefore, we'll be covering it tomorrow and day after. So that's it, folks. This is Anindya Bannerjee signing off. Have a fantastic day ahead.